Hello and welcome back to yet another game of Historic in Magic Arena. I'm putting out these videos a little bit faster. I don't really care if anybody watches them or not. Probably not very many people will. I just really enjoy the Historic format. It's been so much fun. There's so many cool things that you can do. Um, there aren't really any decks that are significantly more powerful than others. And one of the ones that is quickly becoming my favorite, along with maybe the Teamer Breach, is Merfolk. Now, I don't know if I've said this before, but Merfolk is a deck that I played back in Modern. It was actually a deck that my friend had in college. Wasn't particularly good. I played Goblins, he played Merfolk, and it was basically just spam Lords and just race each other. There wasn't much interaction or anything like that. But after that point, Merfolk became a deck that I really like. And finally, again, we have a deck that I think can be competitive. And the biggest reason for that is the printing of Marrow Regery and bringing that to Historic. Regery is like one of the best cards in the deck, and combined with Merfolk Mistbinder just gives us a bunch of Lords to play around with. So I have made a couple changes to this deck, and here is my reasoning for doing so. Every Merfolk list that I have seen is different, and I think that's because there's not a lot of communication over decks in Historic, and I don't think that there are obvious best cards in this deck. For example, in Gruul, everyone's going to play four Pelt Collectors, Questing Beast, Gruul Spellbreaker, etc. But a lot of these Merfolk decks are just different. Some people like 4 times Cumena, some people like Deeper Elite, etc. So a lot of people like Benthic Biomancer. Something I wanted to do is speed up the deck a little bit by adding more 1-drops. Benthic Biomancer, however, is essentially a 1-mana 1/1 in a lot of cases, and I don't know how often I have the time to adapt it. So I'm going to test out Mistcloaked Herald, which is a 1-mana unblockable. And the cool thing about Mistcloaked Herald is that with the Lords, it can be a clock that can get through Field of the Dead tokens, it can get through green fatties, etc. So it can be something that it is relevant early on and can be relevant late. So that's one of the biggest changes. Also, I'm trying out 3 Deep Root Elite. In the previous time, I had 4 of the Skydivers, and that definitely performed fine. It was a 2-mana 2/2 flyer. But I've seen a lot of lists that play 4 elites, and I just wanted to try this. A lot of times this guy seems underwhelming. If you draw him late, he's pretty bad. But I'd like to see how it performs. If he can be another Lord, so I essentially have um, 11 Lords, then maybe he's worth including. And then the last one, I have a Miser's Neoform. Another Merfolk character on the forum suggested using Neoform to get to our Lords quicker. So I can Neoform a Mistcloaked Herald or Cumena Speaker into Mistbinder. I can Neoform a Silvergill Adept into a Regery or my one of Cumena. So if we're in a board stall, I can go get Cumena. If I need a Regery, I can go get that. So I'm going to try this. I don't know if it's going to be good or not, but we'll test it and see how often. It is only one. In the sideboard, one of the biggest differences is 3 Lovestruck Beasts. So one of the difficult matchups is aggro, just because most of my guys cost 2 and they're pretty small. Lovestruck Beast can be a 3-mana 5/5. That's just huge. So I'm going to try doing that. It won't be able to attack, but if I can stabilize, this deck snowballs very well. Mystical Disputes, Return to Nature I have added. Not sure exactly what I want it in, but just being able to have Artifact and Enchantment hate, I think, is relevant in this deck. So I'm going to take it for some spins in Ranked, and let's see how it goes. Like I said, this has become one of my favorite decks in the format. I love that I can finally play a tribal deck that's actually really cool. So let's take it for a spin and see how it does. All right. Well, guess the game's going to start right now. I jumped into a game and Arena crashed. So it's good quality software, I guess. Getting a 2/2. I'm glad that I was able to keep this hand. Um, yeah, if this is blue-white control... Alright. Alright, so they don't have anything instant speed right now. If they have a Teferi, that's fine. I've got Spell Pierce. Alright. It was a quick game one. I'm going to assume that they're blue-white control. And... so I probably just want to go really fast. I don't know if I have time for Q mana here. Neoform might be... no, it's not Neoform. Trickster. And this should be fine. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take out Quench. I don't think I'm going to have a lot of time, so let's put in... I'll put it back in Q mana. And Trickster. Not going to have a lot of time to just mess around. So I just want to be low to the ground, play 8 1-mana counterspells. My opponent's name is Galta with Haste, so I was expecting a mono green deck, but this... I'm going to keep it. Get to see how deep Root Elite does here, but... maybe an instance where I just go Q mana turn 2 holding up Spell Pierce. So we'll see. Okay, they're mulliganing down to 6. Ah! This is Mono Blue Tempo. Okay. I think we might be able to race them. Ah, this is blue-white flyers. I'm just going to counter this. Hopefully they don't have another piece of interaction. They do. Yep, okay. So you get to start drawing cards. I don't imagine they're playing a lot of counterspells, so I'm just going to get Deep Root Elite down here. And start bashing. Go Rejury. And so on and so forth. It's unfortunate they were able to get that down. Draw a card. They might be playing Quench, but... let's go Merfolk. Quench would suck. What are you doing? Okay, that's fine. So next turn I'm going to be able to kind of go crazy. Should be able to dump my entire hand, actually. And defend it. And they're stuck on 2 lands? Okay. Jeez. Okay. Might actually be fine. So I'm going to untap an island here. Let's just get rid of that Mystical Dispute. Thank you. Darn it, I misplayed. That's okay. I should have untapped the Hinterland Harbor. Or Unclaimed Territory. But they're stuck on 2 lands. I'm going to hit them for a bunch next turn, so that's good. This is sweet. This is Mono Blue Tempo, Blue-White Flyers. I don't think I really care about that. I'm not really going to be interacting with their board much. Okay. So, put this down. I've got more than enough mana. Just untap that. Yes. Yes. Now, Trickster would actually be really good with Reachery's tapping ability here. Alright. So... it doesn't really matter, does it? Just do that. And then I'm just going to put a counter on the Reachery here. Oh, that's really smart. They did that twice and I didn't even notice. Alright, I believe they're dead next turn. That's a lot of damage coming through. And I assume I can counter whatever they play. Yep, here comes the Borrower. Borrower can't block. No, sir. That's probably GG. Good game. Just got to do the Merfolk thing there. Deeper Elite was fine. Are you feeling itchy? I think my opponent is an itchy man. I don't know why I would say that, but it seems like he is. And he's got the old cat. That's amazing. Although his avatar is Vanifar, which I think is a woman. I don't know. Blech. Barf. Oh, don't keep one-line hands. I might draw one, but that's much more better. Yes. I'm just going to get rid of a Fabled Passage. Alright, so... this could be Grixis. In which case, all these Silver Gill Adepts are going to be great. Blue, white, red. Okay. Huh. I kind of think I'm fine if they play Teferi here. Okay. Fabled Passage getting me. I don't know why I have Fabled Passages still in the deck. I don't want them there. Oh, sweet.
If you wish to surrender now, I understand. Keep an open mind.
Okay, well that's huge. So I'm actually going to just drop Deep Root here. Yes. And then I'm going to kill Narset. Actually, I'm not going to kill her, but...
Reckless and ill-refined.
So a bunch of counterspells should be good post-board. I think I just want to get rid of fires there. Alright, so I'm just going to go Elite at her and Silver Gill Adept at face. And let's see, what do I want to do here? I'm just going to go Adept again. They most definitely have a board wipe. So, I'm just gonna put that there. They're more incentive to kill it instead of Elite. And I'm just gonna pass the turn. So they're gonna have, yep, there's their board wipe. I think I'm gonna go Elite here, and then I'm gonna play Silver Gill Adept on top, and I will just reveal a Mistcloaked Herald. This first game, I've just gotta play into their board wipes and hope that they don't have any more. Okay. That's not scary.
Magnificent!
Alright, so I've got 5 lands. So if I bounce, let's see, I'm gonna tap my green mana. Bounce their dragon. Then I'm gonna put a counter on. So let's see, that's a 3/3. So if that dies, I'm gonna put a counter there. Then I'm gonna put Silver Gill Adept. Put another counter there. Okay, so if they Clarion, then Deeproot will survive as a 4/4.
Listen to come on!
Okay. Did I just say Clarion? Clarion. So, if they Clarion, everything dies. This becomes a 4/4 with 3 damage on it. Okay, that's a good sign. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Are bound by threads of time. Meditate.
So the Silver Gill Adepts were huge there because I was able to play into the board wipe without worrying that much because they all drew a card. Ooh, that's huge. Alright. So, I think I'm just going to ignore Narset and go face. Is that important? It's going to hit him for 7, 10. Yeah. And if they try to play fires, then I will counter it, and I can play Brazen Borrow at end of turn. So, let's see what they do. I think this should be a good matchup. Deafening Clarion is tough, but we play Spell Pierce, which is like their entire deck. This is the reason why I'm playing Spell Pierce main. Like, I don't know, why would you play a blue aggressive deck if you can't play Spell Pierce? Like, that's kind of the reason for playing a blue aggressive deck instead of mono red or Gruul. Like, I just love the play patterns that... Oh, son of a gun.
Just wait a moment. Put thoughtfulness before action.
Okay. So they're gonna kill all my stuff. Sure. I will draw a card. Gotta go for it. Really? That's fascinating. Huh. Okay, didn't see that coming. That was well played. Okay. Man, could not have anticipated them having a card like that. I don't think they can actually stop my... Brazen Borrower. Yep.
Let's start at a sizzle and see if you make it to the inferno. Hope it's not too hot
So that's their
for
2
ya.
spells, so they're done. So I can't cast anything else, so I just kill him here. Right? Okay. Phew! That was intense. Alright, in this matchup, Mystical Disputes are coming in. Aether Gusts are great as well. So what's bad? Probably Cumena, Quench, Neoform, Trickster, jeez. And probably just Herald. They're not going to have blockers, so... They are Jeskai, so they're not going to have Shifting Ceratops. I actually kind of think that I probably brought in 2... This is actually fine. I will get rid of... Yeah. Fabled Passage. Of course, top deck the land. So I think the Mystical Disputes need to come out. I don't think they're particularly good. Well, let's just get it out. Nice. So Bone Crusher is their tech. Actually, Bone Crusher is probably a main board thing. So I think the Mystical Disputes are actually going to come out for more threats. Oh, this card looks great. Yep. Might be game. That's why
I am not making this up as I go.
Well, you know what? I think I just need to play Regery and hope that I survive this turn. Regery is a 3-drop, and that is kind of bad. Ultimately, that's why
I've got you.
I'm probably just dead here, right? Completely forgot about Teferi.
Hone your control.
I mean, they've got a 2/2 Atlas, so... Alright, let's just go out and see what happens. Pretending to hold up Spell Pierce, but...
That's more like it.
Every day is a new lesson.
So if they play Fires here... which would be kind of sweet. Oh, that's huge. What? They didn't have a board wipe there. So... I'm gonna use this to cast my Regery here. So I probably want to tap one of those characters, right? And then I can just bash for a bunch against Teferi. And block. Okay. Okay, so they're gonna wipe the board here. Well... I don't know what just happened. But... I might be winning. I don't think so. That's 10 damage, though. I'm gonna try again. Dadgummit. That's frustrating. Oh, it's one of those characters. What? Oh. Wasn't saying oops because they... Sorry. I thought they were saying oops because I got wrecked. Man, I feel bad. It goes from being them oopsing and taunting to oops, they picked the wrong option. Nice game, Mitchy, man. Alright. Playing against Maori92. Sand seems fine. If I get a land, we'll be in business. And Speaker gives me some interactions turn 1. So, should be good. Should be good. Huh. Well. Guess we're just gonna play another 2-2. If I miss on lands, I'll have Quench up, which is gonna be pretty good here, I think, on the play. So it looks like this is red, white, feather. I think I'm just gonna bounce. Man, this is really frustrating. I'm not actually sure what I want to do here. So I could bounce, in which case they might play feather. How do I get through feather? Yeah, let's just bounce it. Just get it out of there. I don't know why you're saying oops. Missing on land drops is rough, but I've drawn pretty well so far in previous battles, so I won't complain. Getting a land, being able to put down Ragery would be great. Obviously. Yep. So here comes the Reckless Rage. Nope, okay. You know what? YOLO. So they do have Reckless Rage up. That's unfortunate. Or God's Willing. Either way. Really? Okay. There it is. That's super cool combo there. I love it. Huh. Okay, we're gonna get in for 2. And I think I'm just gonna get down Herald. Again, Herald is unblockable, so sure. Yeah. So, let's see. Taking 7, 11. I think I've just got to block. He has trample, he has haste. Okay. I think I'm just going to... Golly, how do they have... Oh no, that's Tajik's ability. Okay. Man, can't touch it. There we go. What? Okay. I believe that's good game. Alright. just barely squeaking by against Boros aggro. So Tajik essentially is in there instead of Feather. So 4 Aether Gusts are going to come in. Aether Gust is such a great card, man. I know Herald was good there. Deep Root Elites might be... Actually, Quench has got to come out. Yeah. I'm actually sure. Deep Root Elite could be a play, but I think Herald is probably just... We're going to be on the draw. So Herald might just be a nothing. Actually, you know what? I'm going to bring in 2 of these fellers. You know what? This is the match for it. I'm going to bring in all of them. Make some 5/5 blockers. This may not be the perfect spot for it, but... Oh, bugger. Well, this is, just get rid of an island there. This is the hand where we get to see if Lovestruck Beast is any good. Sure. Hold up Aether Gust. Yup, that can't happen. Nope. Wow, just massively drawing on the lands. I'm going to be able to smash in for 5 again next turn. Yep. Ooh, they didn't draw land. I'm just going to start thinning my library. It doesn't do a lot, but... If I can kill Feather here, that would be amazing. Alright. Something interesting to note, Deep Root Elite is a 1/1 as well. So, Feather is a really good card. I don't play against it a lot, so I always lose. Because I just never have a sideboard plan, but Lovestruck Beast is really good. I think it is. Actually, I don't know. What? That was well played. Nice job. And I'm flooding big time, so that's a nice draw. Okay. I'm just gonna smash for 7, and they're dead next turn if they... I've got 2 pieces of interaction. Man, Lovestruck Beast is... I really like it. Sure. So essentially, I'm going to let them do whatever they want to do as long as I can kill them. They don't... Yep. So if I Aether Gust, Feather. That was well played. I didn't even think about God's willing. Probably got us here. Should have made them use it first, and then I would be able to Aether Gust, and they'd have to play that on top. But we'll see. They have gone AFK again. People do that a lot in Arena. Okay, so that was a misplay on my part. Pretty big one. Might cost the game. We'll see. A Trickster would be nice off the top. Okay, I guess we're just going to smash in. Just get rid of that. Okay. Sure. They might have this one. We'll see. Yep. Yep. They're digging. So they have God's willing. Can they kill my 1/1? So they have God's willing. It's so frustrating. There's just nothing I can do about that. Pretty sure I've lost here. On the play, I'm going to take out the beasts. They don't work as well against once you've got an active feather going. What? That doesn't make sense. Ah, really nice play. Alright, they got him. That was well played. So on the play, I actually kind of think... Actually, I'm going to take out the beasts, and I'm going to take out Cumeta, so I'm just going to go lower to the ground. Neoform. So that's 60 cards. So do I want to sleep? Is that a thing so I can get through them late in the game? That I could not say. Okay, Cumeta Speaker's probably just not. Alright. Let's try it. They just play a lot of efficient spells. Jeez, what is up? I just cannot draw opening hands with more than one land. I've mulliganed a ton. I think this is actually solid. I'm going to go Adept, Reejerey. Actually, I'll go Adept, Mistbinder. So, let me get rid of a Fabled Passage. I need to get these fetch lands out of the deck. They're just super bad. Okay. Merfolk. And I'm going to reveal Mistbinder, because that's what I'm going to cast next. So, there's an Aether Gust. That's kind of legit. Okay. There's the land. And let's get in. Get in for some damage. This person goes AFK a lot. Spell Pierce might have been something to take out a few of. I mean, they basically roped every other turn. Okay. Okay, so that's a big deal. If they use Defiant Strike, that would be kind of legit. There we go. So maybe they have two. Okay, that is a 3/3 now though, but... Man, they got two of them. Jeez. This deck has drawn really well. Nice. Yep. Land. You have three? Last time I played Feather, they had like 4 of them. It was kind of rough. So they've got Feather and Protection. Oh. That's a powerful spell. Well, that's... I kind of think I just gotta Aether Gust it to the top and get in for damage. Spell Pierces definitely should have come out. That's good to note for the future. I'm just gonna pass. I've got a Reejerey to protect, so... There's no way you have another one. If I bounce it there... They have God's Willing. Yep. I'm just gonna get rid of this now. They'll probably have God's Willing, in which case I'll be sad, but... Yep. I mean, what can you do? And then I draw land. Alright, well... What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? They drew super well, and I flooded again. That's not really flooding, is it? Sure. Yep. Alright. I think I just want to get in for damage. So my Spell Pierce is essentially dead. Jeez. What do you have there? Embercleave? I don't know how that just happened. How in the world it just drew 4 Spell Pierce and somehow won that? Well, I guess I'll take it. Feather's a cool deck, though. I need to try it out. Alright, so another 3 games with Simic Merfolk. Went 3-0, so the deck definitely feels competitive. I don't think I deserved to win that last one. I don't know. Yeah, that game went from being like me hating my life to somehow it ended with me winning. I don't really know how that happened. So unfortunately, let's see, what did I want to see? I wanted to see what Neoform did. I'll probably leave that in there just to see what it was. 3 Deep Root Elites. I think for now I'm going to leave them in there, but honestly, I don't think we don't really have a time in Historic to just derp around putting counters on stuff. It's probably relevant in the game against the Fires deck. I was able to put counters on just him, so I'm going to keep those in here for now. They are is a 2-drop pseudo lords. It's probably better than anything else I have right now. It would be nice to have a 3rd lord. Cumena, again, like, I don't think I have time to just kind of play around and draw cards. Like, I basically always want the removal that Brazen Borrowers offers. There might be something to playing an Unsummon. Maybe, just as a cheap alternative to Borrower for mana cost reasons. Maybe I'll try that, see how that works. What else? My counter spells, like Spell Pierce, I don't know. When Spell Pierce is good, it's like the best card in the deck. Like, it's just so good. But I think, I don't know, maybe I want to go down to 3. I'm going to focus on that more next time. The Quench, again, I don't know if I've ever cast Quench yet. I mean, I guess I just don't really have opportunities to cast it. I need more 1 mana spells. I just need more 1 mana counter spells. Anyways, the deck's a lot of fun. Went 3-0. We beat Fires and Feather and one other deck. I can't remember which one that was, but Yeah, I'm gonna continue tweaking it. This is my favorite deck in Historic. It's thematic and it's good. So, and it's blue green. Like, what else could you want? So that'll be it for this video. Any suggestions that you have, by all means share them, and I'll continue to tweak and experiment. So bye for now.